Welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration 92.3 FM. Yes, it's a Wednesday, and we're here bearing gifts again. You know how it works on Mystery Wednesday. We have a voice ready. We're going to play you that voice. If you get it right, you get some airtime. That's how easy it is to win on the show here, and we'll get to that in a bit. But beyond all of that as well, we also have previews and reviews to do on the show today. Chelsea are through to the final of the Carabao Cup, a 6-1 win over Middlesbrough. We'll be talking about that, and of course they may be joined by either Liverpool or Fulham. We'll be doing a preview of that game as well, plus all the latest transfers. Newcastle doing something very dodgy with Saudi Arabia and 𝐜𝐭𝐻𝐿 𝐈𝐍𝐻, but they're also rejecting a bid for Kieran Trippier, while United might be ready to let Casemiro go. So all of this and more is all we'll have for you on the show today. Again, I will not be doing the show alone. The guys are here with me, but everyone is here, and of course Triple O is here as well. Gentlemen, how are you doing this morning, buddy? What's going on?
It's a Wednesday, and of course, glad to be here again. And for Chelsea, I don't know how they managed to score as many goals like they did last night.
They don't score and finish.
But again, they've met their Waterloo. Yes, I know Triple has been shouting all morning, they'll win the Carabao Cup. How good it is to be a dreamer. Yeah. At the end of the day.
Maybe Chibulo's other name is Joseph. Joseph the dreamer. Chibulo, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah, it's quite interesting that person in team no score 6, but in team they collect 6 and 7, 7 and 8. They call everybody talk say.
How many times have United
collect 8?
How many times? Please tell me.
In one season you collect 8, you collect 6.
Where was that?
Okay, moving on.
I shall know last season was 7 and 6.
7 and 6 last season. Okay, now you give person 8. Moving on.
You does the
Shokoni.
To be your biggest problem in life.
I think the thing with Triple is looking for a partner in misery. That's the thing.
Exactly. I don't need to look for a partner in misery. I'm already in the final of the cup. EFL Cup.
Fair enough.
Straight route.
The same cup you abused last season.
The same which cup that I abused is different.
United won it last season.
Hold on. Why is it different now?
It's different now.
Why is it different now?
It's different.
What's making it different now?
Pay me and I'll tell you.
0700-923-923-923 is the number for you to call. 0700-923-923-923, or you can send us messages on WhatsApp at 081-7313-61930. 081-7313-61930 for WhatsApp messages. We're also live on Facebook at Inspiration FM 92.3. I always tell you, just leave your comments under the live feed. We read them on the show. Let's journey back to last night. It was 6. I will not come to Triple O for this one because we'll spend all day waxing about Chelsea.
I'm not going to sit here and talk much about it. There's nothing to add.
Let's
we can't waste valuable time discussing Chelsea.
There's no point in even talking about it.
We still have to do a review. Actually,
what's the review? One review. They beat the championship to 6-1. So,
but it was a good performance.
When that championship team beat Chelsea 1-0.
And we saw something different from what they did in the first leg. They were missing too many chances in the first leg, and then they got their chances back. They were being prolific yesterday, and it's a good thing to see going forward. Maybe they've turned their campaign around.
Oh, where? In the Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup may be legal.
I mean, Anthony, yesterday I said that this week, the next 3 games are very important. Majorly, the next 2 games are very important for God for the Grand Potter. Back. I reject it. For Pochettino, make it to the final. If you had lost that game yesterday, it would have been a very, very difficult season for Chelsea. It means that the season is ultimately over. So one done.
It's already over.
No. There's still hope. There's still something to look forward to.
Silverware is something.
One
at the
done.
end of the day.
Whether Liverpool or Fulham, we cannot know until the match is being played in the final.
I've been won the Super
All right, let's
one done. There's the FA Cup.
It's not done yet. What are you saying? One done. Win the
they're in the final now.
No, they've not won it yet. It's true.
That's why I said no. They're in one final already.
Okay.
You said
so one final already done.
Okay.
No, it is not done.
It's
yet.
not done.
No.
Chelsea have qualified for one final.
They never chop at me, don't do. Who will don't do?
You never done.
They never chop at me, you don't do.
Because it's Fulham or Liverpool.
I like that you say they never chop up. So why they pipe Chelsea that day?
But anyway, kudos to Chelsea. But let's quickly go to tonight's game. It's Liverpool against Fulham. Fulham at home in this one at 𝐒𝐿VEN Cottage. 2-1 from the first leg. Fulham have been.
Yes, 𝐒𝐿VEN Cottage.
Fulham have been. Although Liverpool always find a way to get the win at the end of the day, but Fulham have given Liverpool a lot of problems in the last few years. Actually, it's always close. They've always led at some point, and ultimately Liverpool will come back and win it. Liverpool are not careful. Fulham could see this one out at the end of the day.
Yes, Fulham could see it out at the end of the day. They could, do a very big arm to what Liverpool are looking at achieving this season, because they are still in for a treble. The Europa League, they are still in there. They are still top of the table in the Premier League. They still have even a quadruple, because they are still very much alive in the FA Cup. So that dream of quadruple that they couldn't achieve a couple of years ago, maybe they can achieve it. One thing is certain: it's a good time for Liverpool. It's a good time to be a Liverpool fan. 2-1 from the first leg. In the absence of Salah, in the absence of Trent and Robertson, Liverpool have survived. These were, these are players that are very, very pivotal to how Liverpool attack. But the likes of Nunez, the likes of Jota have stepped up for Liverpool, and they are going to be the players that we need to step up alongside Gakpo for Liverpool again tonight. The likes of McAllister, I expect the goalkeeper, of course, to be Alisson Becker. So again, it's also going to be key who scores the first goal. Even though in the first leg Fulham scored the first goal, but this time around they are playing at home. They'll be more comfortable. They are going to have their fans behind them. It's in London. Again, you cannot rule Liverpool out.
All right.
But you cannot also rule out a chance for Fulham to make the final.
Who goes to the final though?
Fulham.
We know why.
I think Liverpool will. Just for the sheer quality they have, in the final third. Fulham, when they want to implode, they will implode. And even the first leg, yes, they had their moments, but didn't take
their chances.
The chances. But again, this second leg, the home comfort to make them feel they can get the job done, and that is where Liverpool will hurt them.
All right, we'll see how that goes. Let's take some early messages that have come. You can also call us as well. We'll take your calls: 0700-923-923-923 or 01731369193. Facebook Inspiration FM 92.3. Shay Kumai says, "Good morning, guys. Good morning to you." 𝐈𝐍𝐿VEN Cottage says, "Good morning, guys. Hope you see the cold man, Cole Palmer, yesterday. We will be back fully sooner than later. Up Chelsea." Thank you very much. Here we go. Denzel from First Act says, "See this Palmer, I think Chelsea should send another 40 million to Man City because I feel we cheated Man City. 20 goals and assists in all competitions. I remember, yes, 13 and 7.
Okay.
I remember Arsenal fans said this thing about 𝐒𝐿 �H𝐿. They want to give extra money to Chelsea for 𝐒𝐿 �H𝐿, and immediately that statement started making the rounds. 𝐒𝐿 �H𝐿 became rubbish.
Never you compare 𝐒𝐿 �H𝐿 with Cole Palmer. It's different.
𝐒𝐿 �H𝐿. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, before we go to Mystery Voice, let's just do some transfer gists, because we hear Newcastle have rejected a bid from Bayern Munich, 15 million euros for Kieran Trippier. The man is 33. He's been making a lot of mistakes these days. How about you take the money and go?
And you even have a replacement. You don't need to go into the market to splash the cash.
So why not take the money and go?
Maybe the fear of losing more players to injuries. Because if you look, Newcastle at this point in time are so crocked to a level that even the manager is getting really scared. Why can't Bayern Munich wait until the end of the season as well? It's not as if the player wanted by Real Madrid is leaving right about now. They should just take a cheap pill, please.
All right. We hear Al Nassr are looking at they want to do the link up between Casemiro and Ronaldo again. They're looking at Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka as well. United want to offload some of the players who are earning a lot of money.
So see, let me say something. When Chelsea used Saudi Arabia to offload players in the summer, people were, but last they will be like, we'll see what's going on. We'll see people in the dark. Now United are now trying to use United are now trying to do the same thing. When Chelsea do you don't hear anything.
The is Chelsea were the ones in Saudi hawking their players.
So this one,
Al-Nassr have come. So you know that we have agents.
One way or the other. Let's follow Chelsea's footsteps.
Let's talk about Calvin Phillips. He's on his way to West Ham on loan till the end of the season with an option to make the deal permanent. I was listening to Gary Neville yesterday. Was it Gary Neville? I think it was Gary Neville yesterday, where he said that as much as he hasn't played for City, still a good player at the end of the day, and I think he will bring something.
What do you expect Gary Neville to say?
He will bring something to the West Ham team.
What do you expect him to say? I mean, look at West Ham. For me, this deal doesn't make sense, and this is the reason why I feel it doesn't make sense. A player coming to your team on loan with no obligation to buy, and you get to make this player your most paid player in that short time. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's not as if they are lacking in that area. They've got Alvarez. Alvarez is not injured.
Anyway,
so you want to bring in an extra player, a player that is stock really are falling.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. And we hear Leander Dendoncker is leaving Aston Villa. He's going to Napoli in a deal worth €9 million. So
that's a good deal.
That's a good deal, actually.
It's a good deal.
It's a good deal for the player. I don't know about Aston Villa anyway. I think that money is too small, but that's what do I know. I think it's a good deal.
Possibly has a year left on his contract now.
Oh, possibly. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
Huh?
Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting.
Well, you ask me, please. Let me ask you how much on that, please.
Eric Maxim.
Two Cameroonian brothers.
When you sound this way, there's fire on the mountain.
Two Cameroonian brothers will unite at Manchester
United wants him. And I like, but again, they want him and Marcus Edwards. I like Marcus Edwards, actually.
Very good
but
winger.
Again, he's I don't know. It comes across as maybe another Jadon Sancho. You know, he's English, been playing in Portugal, which is a good thing at the end of the day from Sporting Lisbon. But it just looks like United have been going for this sort of players in recent times, and they've not really hit the mark with them.
Well, at some point, let's not forget how many times Pep Guardiola had to, bring in defenders. When it didn't work, he sold them.
Okay, fair enough.
So, you keep trying until you find that perfect fit. And I think for Edwards, the football philosophy is different from, the one Sancho had. Sancho came in from Germany, and with United, players from Bundesliga sometimes, find it very difficult to settle into that team. But from the Portuguese league, I think it will be more easier in quotes for Edwards to settle in, and he has a good head on his shoulders as well.
He does actually.
So Sancho just work on Jai for England. So
I'll say something.
What?
This player is about to make the biggest mistake. He will collect good money, but his career is saying bye bye to him.
Why do you say so?
I mean, look at all of them. Kagawa, Sancho. Look at all of them.
We shall see.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.